Hello and welcome to KamenRider Blackman, and don't get used to this angle for too long because today it is a tier list video. And for today's tier list, it is something that I finally wanted to do until Revise came out, and that is, well, base forms in KamenRider. So, these are all the primary suits from Showa up to now, and screens. Let's just start. So I'm supposed to put like another rank on here or something. Well, all I did was like S through D, so let's see here. How many on here do I honestly think are hot piss? Not a lot, but yeah, let me just add one more row on there then. Road below. Also give it a title too. I'll call it Not My Style. Alright. What color should I make it to? And sorry, I'm just gonna be one more second and make it right. A sky blue. That's not true. I should have made it a matter of fact better. I'm not a big fan of orange, so I want a sky blue because I like that shade. And Not My Style, I want to be pink because I'm not big into that color. So let's start with the original. Both the double riders. At first, they start off with two completely different colored suits, but then over time, they both just start to look. Did they always look the same? I know Nigo's helmet used to be, well, black completely. But one thing I will say that I appreciate now that back then was just terrible. The antennas on both their helmets were just not flimsy, but possibly bendable. Because if the antennas were to be standing up like this, one would come up bent like that, like this, and it's so noticeable how they didn't really keep them on there tight back then. Whereas now, I'm pretty sure they do a much better job. But what do I think of their suits? Ha. For their suits, I personally don't want to show any bias, but I just want to put them in Not My Style because, well, back then and even now, it looks like they're wearing tracksuits, which aren't bad, but I think it's just the padding and everything else. And now, since they both literally look alike, the only difference between the two are, different colored gloves. But still, just, it ain't my thing. So, V3. V3's outfit is kind of all over the place. I don't think red and green is bad, but then you got like that white collar and the scarf that's in the back. Like, it's very Elvis-like. I don't particularly have too much of an issue with the helmet because I know it's bug themed, but I do think it's a bit of a jumble. So maybe D. Yeah, maybe might just put that one in D. I would say Not My Style, but But that the collar and the scarf in the back, that's at least something. So Rider definitely Not My Style. Just no. Rider Man's suit is so separated from itself. Like the chest is completely not together, and just because I guess the lines going up are supposed to go along with the helmet, which bad idea in all honesty because you can still do that with the chest like connected together. But yeah, Rider Man is. Ah. So next, X. X's suit is a mixed bag for me because I don't know. The helmet is okay, I guess. And the only real thing about X I like is his weapon, but the rest of his suit is just for me. So I can either want it in like, I don't know, C or D. I don't think I would lose any sleep if I was to put it in D. So let's put it in D. Amazon. Not to say that all the Showa writers would just be in D, because just some of the early ones, maybe. But Amazon, though, Amazon at least deserves. Yeah, Amazon deserves either C or D because the red and green on him works much better than on V3. Then again, V3 just had a third color, where this it's just red and green. If any, honestly, V3's suit seems a little more subtle with his red and green. For Amazon, it's very Pharaoh-like, but also a little cartoony, if you think about it. I think it's just because of the chest. But I don't know, it's just me. That's it. Just put it, not my style. So next, Stronger. Stronger is a tough call, which I definitely think you would be more in. Yeah, I'm just gonna put Stronger in D because first off, the helmet. The eyes are way too big. The horn really isn't the problem because he's based off the beetle. It's just the eyes and the shape of the helmet. The head's just too big, and the chest is strangely bulky. Like probably because he used to be a football player, but still, when you're in an actual fight, you're not gonna want to wear actual football armor because that could football slow. I don't I don't know. Would wearing like football armor and shoulder pads or whatever that thing's called, would that slow you down despite that being a sport where you have to run? Now I think about it. I'm not gonna put it in not my style, but I'm gonna put it in D. Oh my god, Skyrider suit. I kind of want to put that in D. I do want to put it in not my style because Skyrider's first suit looks good because it's black on the helmet and dark green and whatever other third color below. But once he gets that suit upgrade, it just looks tackier. Like I think my issue with it the most is that before with his first suit, Skyrider actually stood out. But once he got that suit upgrade, he started looking like all the other riders, which doesn't help his case. He should have just stick with this first suit because that was much better. And so next, Super One. Super One is where they start to do it right, so I want to put that in A. I definitely like Super One's suit. I love the helmet. I love the chest. I don't mind that his gloves have tassels on them because he actually can change them. I just like it. It was a step in the right direction. And so, Zekros. So this is the final suit of the Showa era where they stop having a cape. Well, not a cape, a scarf. And so, eh, I don't think it bugs me entirely, but I'll just put in D. Uh, I maybe not. I don't know. I don't really. I don't think I really like the suit all that much. And if I was to put it in not my style, wouldn't get to me too much. So eh. So next, black. This is another suit I want an A because black suit is pretty well done. I love the chest armor. The helmet's not too bad. I think the best part on black suit is really the chest armor. And yeah, that's about it. So next, Black RX. I say put Black RX in B. Like nothing against this suit, but I think I just like Black's original form a lot more. And so, Shin. Okay, I'm not even gonna bother. Just put it not my style. It's very monster like. No, let me rethink this. For Shin, it's very monster like. So you get its appearance. It's supposed to look like a mutation. So I guess I'll be a little more lenient and fair. Yeah, I'll just put in D. Ain't too bad. It's fine. But so, Zeto and J, I might want to put. They both might be in the same rank, or maybe I want to put Zeto in B because I like the gold parts on his suit. Nah, I take that back. I think I'll just have them both in C because their suits aren't bad. Zeto's a little bit better because of the gold parts on it, but that's about it. They're both. Without that, there'd be nothing to tell them apart. But mm, it's not. But it's not awful though. If anything, here's the thing. I like simplicity in suits, but I think both Zeto and Jay are too simple. Like, let me think of an example. Think of think of Gao Ranger and Tokyuger. Those suits are pretty simplistic, but Tokyugers are a little too simple, if that makes sense. So next, Kuga. Kuga. Honestly, I think Kuga could be in C or B. Like, I like the helmet, but the suit's just kind of basic in my opinion. Like, no disrespect, it's the first of the Heisei era, but no, that's just how I feel. The chest armor doesn't look too bad. It's just pretty. It's just kind of basic, but it still works though. And like what I said, I do like the helmet. Next, Agito. Agito, I think I might put in S because I actually really do like Agito's base form. And I think Agito's base form, it's kind of my favorite suit from that show. It has three of my favorite colors: black, gold, and silver. I love the helmet, and it's a step up from Mighty form, as it looks all the more royal. It has more of it. It still has like an ancient vibe to it, but a lot more grander. So next, Ryuki. I'll say this. I think I might want to put Ryuki in A tier. I do like the suit. I like the helmet. I like the chest armor. The one thing I think I would critique on it would be the shoulder pads and the fact that they're like sticking up as if they weren't entirely strapped on. Was the point of that just for when he uses his first bike? I'm not too sure, possibly. But yeah, the shoulder pads just look like they weren't entirely strapped on, which, if that's the case, fix the mold of the shoulder pads, pretty much. So next, Fies. Yeah, Fies should be an S tier. That Fies' base form is so badass that I love it. Like, I love the chest armor, I love the shoulder pads, I love the helmet, Tron lights all around actually that are actually put to use when it's to his weapons and finishing moves. It's a hot damn suit. So next, Blade. That's Blade deserves to be an A tier. The suit's pretty nice. Once again, I love the chest armor and the helmet. It's pretty straight to the point, and I dig it. Hibiki. Hibiki. I need more lemonade. Hibiki. I say have it in A tier. I like purple. I think I dig the demon. I did the demon vibe. Oh my god, I need water. Ah, that small ass. I don't know why I don't. Yeah, just a heads up. I have a bottle of water here that only sprains my hair. I don't know why I don't just drink it. And don't worry, it's clean. It's not mixed with any moisturizer. So, moving on. But anyway, yeah, Hibiki suit. That's good. I say keep it an A. Kabuto. Honestly, it's another suit I would want to keep an A. It's not too bad. It's pretty not basic, but straight to the point. Ah, Deno. Deno suit. Okay, let me look at it entirely. I don't think this suit is. Huh. Okay, fully honest. Let me think. Deno, I might want to put in not my style because it's a bit out there on the chest and the shoulder pads and the head. But I think because part of it's based on off of the peach. But yeah, I'd say just do that. I'll just put it in not my style. So next, Kiva. Kiva suit. I don't think it's too bad. There are actually some parts on it that I actually like. To which I gotta think. I either want to put Kiva in A or B. The helmet's nice. The chest isn't bad. It's not terrible. I think it's fine. It's alright. Right now, I'm just looking up a picture for it, or the full view picture. Alright, I got full view picture. Uh, I'd say, I don't know, A or. I'd say A or B. Ain't too bad. It's actually not bad at all. It's a pretty good, fine suit. It fits the whole monster motif of the show. Very Halloween-like. But, I'd say just have it in B. Ain't too bad. So next. Decade. Decade is going to be an interesting one to decide because the suit's not bad itself. It's black, white, and magenta, as someone was very keen to point out to me in like one video about Decade. But what do I think about the suit? Honestly, it could be in like A or B for me because he is the 10th anniversary writer of the Heisei era. So they really show it on the suit. So, no, it ain't too bad. So I'd say just have it in A. There are parts on it that are actually quite nice. The helmet, I don't know. Is the helmet a bit weird? I want to say a little bit, but keep in mind his motif is cards, literally. So, there's that. So next, W. I say have it in B. It's not bad, but I'm not in love with it. Well, there are parts of it that I am in love with, like the black, and the purple, and the green, and the yellow. I believe that is. But those are nice parts of it, parts on it, but ain't too bad for me. Ain't too bad. So, just have it in B. O's. O's suit is kind of interesting because I think before I would want to put in S tier. Now I'm thinking I may want to put in A tier. Maybe. I haven't entirely decided yet. I do like all the colors on there, and I do dig the helmet. So I either want it in like A or S. We got the claw, the vision, nice. I might. maybe for now I might put it in A. Maybe. Or, well, I'm not gonna lie. Looking at along all the others, I feel like the suit's much better in S. Just looking at it with all the other ones in A, like, this should be up higher because it is a really cold suit. So next, Forza. Forza suit. A or B? Well, yeah, A or B. Matter of fact, maybe A, because Forza is quite sweet. He's based off of, well, space and everything, with the rocket head. Honestly, I don't really have too much of an issue with the rocket shaped helmet because, again, he is based off of, well, Forza's whole theme and motifs are things related to space. So, of course, he would look like an astronaut with a rocket shaped head. So, I think that would work. Base form ain't too bad, so, yeah. Wizard. Air S. I say, yeah, wizard suits just, yeah, that royal. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, put it in S. That suit is beautifully royal. So next, Gaim. Okay, Gaim is going to be interesting. Yeah, I think that suit is also an S. And I'm just talking about his base form. Lately I've realized I actually really like Gaim's base form and how it looks. It's just pretty sweet to me. Sweet, and he's a fruit. Puns. Drive. So, yeah, this is like the last one before we get to anything else that, well, how do I feel about Ghost's suit? Where was I? Oh, yeah, Drive. Drive suit. I love that suit. I love the tire. I love the tire on the chest, straight up that way, like he's wearing a seatbelt. And I just really love the suit. I like the helmet. He's bulky, and it makes sense because he's based off of a car, and it works so much. It's so awesome. And the helmet, the fact that it's not like all the. Well, of course, not all the helmets look the same, but his is the most non traditional because he's based off a car and he drives a car and not a motorcycle. So, yeah, type speed, probably one of my fav. Yeah, I think, yeah, type speed is like possibly my favorite base form from Drive and one of my favorite base forms in general. Matter of fact, yeah, literally everything up here is all my favorite base forms in general. So next, Ghost. Ghost's suit ain't too bad. I like that a hoodie is a part of it, and the helmet ain't too bad. Honestly, I think the suit could be like an A or B because he is supposed to be a bit spirit-like. I think it should be an A. The belt, I don't really have an issue with the belt. Does it make a lot of noise? Yeah, but does it look ugly to me? There have been worse. Well, there have been others that just didn't touch my interest more, so, So, X-Aid. Yeah, X-Aid's more of an A-tier suit. Those like the detailings, the fucking head with freaking added on hair. I gotta be honest right now. For Revice's secondary rider, that man better have dreadlocks if they go that. Wait, no. If Revice's secondary riders was to be. If Revice's secondary rider, his suit, not the person, if his suit was to actually have dreadlocks, sure. Matter of fact, I'm surprised something like that didn't happen in XA. That would be such a fucking opportunity once you look at Mighty Action X. But yeah, the suit is honestly not too bad. It's pretty fine for the most part. And so next, build A or B. Maybe that won't be the worst thing ever. I want build in like A tier or B tier because the suit's not too bad. It's possibly simple, but a little too simple because it's just red and blue. But but it steps away from that a little bit because the suit's called Rabbit Tank, so you get those hints and details of a rabbit and a tank on there. So yeah, I'd rather want it in A or B, but I can't think of which one. Hmm. Yeah, it's a tough one. I either want it in A or B. Well, let me look at everything that's there. A whole lot of mofos are in A, and like Black RX, Kiva, and W, those three are the only ones in B. So where would I think build would fit more in, and how do I feel about the suit aesthetically? Aesthetically speaking, it ain't too bad. It's pretty fine. I like the helmet, and as of recently, like after the show, I did not realize there was like a rabbit ear and the nose of a tank on the side there. I never noticed that until now. So it ain't too basic, but I think put it in B. Yeah, good. That works. Zio. Oh god, with Zio, I think I might put it in A or F. You know what? Yeah, I think I might put Zio in S, if only because this suit's just really, yeah. I really like Zio's base form, and I personally think that's like, yeah, Zio's base form is hands down the best suit from that show because Gates is all right. Was not personally my favorite. Tsukiyomi is also good, but all of the ride armors and everything, except for Zio 2, look terrible. But the base form alone is perfect. It's like I like the breastplate. I like the colors that are all around. It's quite dark for my taste. But okay, let me rethink that. Okay, now I think. Do I want the suit in A tier or S tier? Tell you about it. I want to keep it in S tier because it is a really nice suit, and I love all the details on it. So next, 01. Not Yeah, I think I might want to put an A because 01 suit is honestly not too bad. Before I think I thought it was like a little too simple, but after watching this show like a couple of months ago, I actually quite like Rising Hopper. It's simple, but it works. And I just and about it really. To keep it. So I was still thinking for a moment. For Rising Hopper, do I want that in like A or B? I definitely know I'm not gonna put it in S because I feel like it's too simple to be an S, but good enough to just be an A tier. So, but what if it was in B tier though? I mean, if it was in B tier, it wouldn't be too bad. I think. No, what if I? No, what? I'll put it in B for right now, and if I change my mind, I'll do it. So next, Saber. To which, by the way, my next review, of course, is going to be Kira Major, but after that, it's going to be Saber. So look forward to those two videos coming out. So, but Saber's base form, while I like, okay, here's the one thing I don't like on the suit. The white in the middle and on the helmet. Without it, I think the suit would be perfectly nice. But I don't know. I just don't like the white in the middle. So I think it bogged itself down to B. Like, aesthetically speaking, I love what they did. And just recently it occurred to me too. Like the dragon, like the Brave Dragon Wonder Ride book is on it's on the far left because the dragon is on the left shoulder. I never noticed that at all until now. But yeah, the one thing I don't like on the suit is the white. Before I had an issue with the visor, but I'm over it at this point and don't think it's too bad. But the white in the middle and on the forehead, it just feels like it shouldn't be there. So next, our current two riders, Revi and Vice. I'm going to be fully honest right now. I actually want Vice in A. I like that suit. I love the helmet. I love that it comes with a tail. And I'm walking into this show just falling in love with Vice. And so next, Revi. I think the suit should be an A or B. Maybe A. It does something different. I think it works. So I say keep it an A or B. Well, okay, now let me think. Let me rethink this for a moment. Matter of fact, let me rethink everything for a moment since I'm already here. This is the tier list. Is there anything that I want to change? Let me think. Let me get back to 01 first. Do I want it in A or B? Huh. I think I like it more. I think it would work better if it was an A. So next, Saber. Nah, keep Saber in B because it ain't too big. It's not too bad to be in C. But next, Revi. Revi is a tough call. Because I'm not too sure. Vice's suit alone, I love, but Revi's suit. Do I think it's as good as Vice's? I actually do. So, what if Revi's suit was an A and not B? Alright, let me just do that then. Here you go. There, everyone's happy. Now just go to present mode. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. It's gonna look... Okay, finally. For a second I thought it was gonna take forever to load. And let me just shrink the square. Much better. So yes, this is the tier list. It's pretty good for the most part. Pretty much shows my taste of what I'm into, what I'm not into. I'm alright with it. Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm okay with this. So, with that said, what do you guys, and probably shrink the square, much better. So, what do you guys think of this tier list? How would you do this, your way or any other differently? Please tell me in the comments down below. This actually This looks this just looks, yeah. I don't even want to call it perfect because it is my opinion. But yeah, how do you guys feel about this tier list? How would you do it any differently, or would you want it exactly like this? Please tell me in the comments down below. As always, thank you guys for watching. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share this video, and tell your friends about KamenRider Blackman. Now, see you guys next time. Peace.